Yellow 5, really? You couldn't drink Mountain Dew
Yellow
around your
5,
friends.
people was scared of Yellow 5.
And what was that?
Yellow 5, your joint ain't gonna work. I'm like, yo, this.
But it wasn't. It was.
I don't even know what that means yet. I don't even know my joint's supposed to do stuff but pee.
This is Casuals, episode 4. Guys, it's been a journey. We've had a lot of great guests on. If I had the choice, he was out of town. If I had the choice, he would have been our first guest. I think I even texted you, were you in town? But follow through.
It. That was all the text. It didn't say, hey, I'm about to start this whole thing. It was just like, hey, are you in town? Nah, cool.
I didn't want it to sound so enticing that you would have because you got connections in the airline world. You could be anywhere in the world at any moment.
Right. No,
Rob
that's
Haze has
true.
that ability.
That's true.
But let me welcome you, ladies and gentlemen. You know him. Sneak This, Fallon, Corden, Adam Devine, everything. Stand up. He's done it. He's got a special coming out. I'll let him tell you a little bit about it. But the very, very funny and friend of Follow Through, Rob Haze in the house.
Yeah, give it up. Thank
Rob,
you.
how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here.
We've talked to Mike's, talked into Mike's, or been around.
We've been around people named Michael.
Around Michael, we ran a show with a guy named Michael.
Mm-hmm.
We've been around. I guess my intro was we've been around audio and video equipment a lot, more than anybody.
More than anybody
in the last
should.
few years.
Right.
So I do feel bad that it's episode 4 and you're only now just making an appearance.
No, 4. That's in the first 5.
Okay, good.
Yeah. All NBA, that's 5 people.
Yeah, and it's because you've just been busy.
I've been busy.
Yeah.
And everybody asks, who's your top 5?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm cool with being in the first 5.
Okay.
Fab 5. Somebody got to be Jimmy King.
No, I'm not gonna rag on Jimmy King, but you're not Jimmy King. You're either
I would put
C
him number
Webb
4.
or Jalen Rose.
You know, that's episode 1.
I'm Jimmy King, if anybody.
Nah.
Or Jawan. I'm Jawan.
Okay, you Jawan.
Okay,
so
yeah.
that's a spot right there.
And
so,
then who are you? Rose or Weber?
I'm neither Rose or Weber.
Why?
I'm the dude at the Nike store that sold them the black socks.
Wow.
That's me.
That's
I'm
more
like,
impactful.
you know what would mess them up? You know it would be a big controversy if y'all didn't wear white socks. Disgrace the game.
That was really wild.
That's crazy. They were like, oh, they don't have any respect for the game. They're wearing black socks out there.
But that is how boring the game was at that time. It was Michael Jordan who was like, oh my God, he's changing the game by just dunking. Like John Morant does that every third play now. But then it was, hey, what if instead of white socks we wore black socks? And they're like, hey, we got to watch these young black kids. What are they up to?
So in 95, 96, I'm playing basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Our team colors are the same colors as Michigan, right? And so we were putting the uniform together. They asked the parents what color socks we should have. Somebody raise their hand like they need to have black socks, right?
A kid or a parent?
This other parent was like, no way. I read that the dye from black socks could get into your bloodstream. I don't want that happening to my kid. My kid's wearing white socks, and then we had to wear white socks.
We used to do craziness of Twitter in person back then. That's what those parents were going through.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Down Tommy Hilfiger. I almost lost Timberlands that way. Just
what was the Timberland conspiracy?
It was in the same email.
That they could bleed into your skin?
No, that was all racism and it was like the tree is got some kind of symbol. There was this lie that Tommy Hilfiger went on Oprah and was like, I don't want black people wearing my clothes. It was
Anyway,
who knows who started that rumor? It might have been Perry Ellis. It might have been Ralph Lauren. We don't know. Who started Calvin Klein? I don't know.
Can we, if you have that similar conspiracy that had gone through your hometown or your childhood, please comment below or anything like it. I feel like there was some shit like that. My mom used to do it with like soda. Like I'd be like, my ankle hurts, and she'd be like, you drink too much pop.
Right.
You know?
The yellow 5 getting into your ankle.
The yellow 5 really... You couldn't drink Mountain Dew around your friends.
Yellow 5, people was scared of Yellow 5.
And what was that?
Yellow 5, your joint ain't gonna work. I'm like, this.
But it wasn't.
I don't even know what that means yet. stuff a pee.
How did Mountain Dew survive in the
makes me
90s? We should be, if Mountain Dew survived in the 90s after all of us.
Come on, man.
Saying,
they had to go to the Bahamas. That's all they had to do. Take us to the Bahamas.
What's that
Blast. It's a wrap. Once they got to the Baja, it was.
Do you think
been around?
Do you think Baja Blast is like the? I'm trying to think of an NBA metaphor. Like only wants to stay in the G League, and doesn't want
Taco Bell's the G League.
No, I
feel like Taco Bell's the majors, but they.
But why can't you be everywhere?
Like I feel like Baja Blast is like Ohtani. Like it's stuck on the Angels. Like it's in the majors, but it's like,
But it's a basketball show.
If Baja Blast was a free agent, how these fast food companies would act. How McDonald's will roll out the red carpet for Baja Blast.
Wait, so that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
We should let sodas be free.
No, McDonald's like the Yankees. They got the pinstripes on the straw.
And they just recently re-signed Orange High C.
Come on, man. Like they showing us that we been had Grimace.
Okay.
We just sick Grimace on y'all. You know what I'm saying? They got a ton of people in the tuck we ain't even talking about. We don't even know their birthdays.
Can we get the player comp of Orange High C and of Grimace?
Okay. The player comp of Orange High C and Grimace. All right. So Taco Bell is in a company with Pizza Hut and KFC. So we will let Ronald be KFC.
Okay.
Once.
What?
One time we gonna let Ronald. We let Norm. We let all kind of people be Colonel Sanders.
Jim
you know
Gaffigan.
what I'm saying? Jim Gaffigan.
Yeah.
Wasn't Wanda Sykes Colonel Sanders or somebody? You know what I'm saying? So so we gonna have Ronald be Colonel Sanders one time, blow up the internet, blow up the world, have Twitter talking spicy to everybody, have some kind of nuggets, chicken finger collaboration, and we will do that in exchange for Baja Blast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you think that was an even trade?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never thought about trades of drinks.
That's what I'm saying. I think they should be able to declare for free agency. Like, when you go to a restaurant, like, Coke or what? Oh, you order a Pepsi, like, we only have Coke,
right?
And it's like, oh, well, we can afford to have both now because they're on vet salaries. We signed Coke and Pepsi.
Dave and Buster's got to come out of pocket and be like, yo, we got both.
How?
We a step above everybody else. Like, yo, that'd be crazy if you order a Pepsi. They're like, we only have Coke. And then you're just like, why? Like, hey, like, get both. Get me a Coke.
Our salary cap, we got hit, Mm-hmm. We let go of Fanta, strawberry, and we're still paying for their salary. We don't have room for Coke.
Right.
Or Pepsi or whatever.
Have you ever been on the road in California? Have you ever driven from California to the Bay?
To the Bay once, yeah. But I've gone
those gas stations, they got the gas stations. It's a gas station and a Popeyes and a Taco Bell.
Yeah, I've seen those.
So Popeyes got the Coke machine and the Taco Bell got the Pepsi machine.
Wow.
Now you able to really, as a cup holder, you able to really get into some Pepsi Mr. Pibb territory.
Wow.
You able to put some Sierra Mist at the end of your Sprite.
That's
some
something
people not even used to, like the nuance of it. Everybody goes for the big rainbow. Nah, there's all kind of stuff you could do with stuff that's close to each other. Mix some Fantas up.
Okay, so when people make that drink suicides, they get all the drinks, but it's still positive. Oh, sorry. What do you call it? What do you call it?
You know what I'm saying? I call them unalives. They're the unalive drink.
That's very nice of you, Rob, and mature.
Hey, I'm trying to stay current with Gen Z and whatnot.
But so then, what's the level past unalives? Mm-hmm. Because that unalives or suicides were still the family, one family of soda.
Yeah.
Now we're involving if you were at one of those places and you were crossing the enemy lines of Coca-Cola Corporation and Pepsi,
right.
PepsiCo, and you're doing all of them. Has anyone ever done that?
Plenty of
And
people
what would
did
you call that? What
Plenty
would you
of
call
people
that?
was 8 years old. A lot of people, the minute you can reach it, you gonna do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You thinking, why is everybody else not doing this?
yeah.
Why is everybody not putting a little sweet tea in their soda?
That's what I did too. My parents were always like, "You're not gonna like that," and then I had to
Right.
pretend for 3
And
hours
then
I
you
liked
gotta
it.
be like, oh, it keeps changing. I could drink a different drink now.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, I don't know why y'all don't do this. Yeah. The kids that don't mix it up. The minute you mix it up, you've gone crazy.
Okay, so wait, we got the player comp of Grimace. No, okay, but what about Orange High C?
Orange High C.
Who's the player in the NBA you would say is most like Orange High C?
I would get a freestyle machine and then just give all the options. You know, like one of my sodas that I feel like is not reaching its potential, but maybe with all the options, you know, it could flourish somewhere.
So like
else.
a journeyman. So maybe like a Pat Bev.
Yeah.
Pat Bev is like an Orange High C.
Yeah, Mr. Bev. Yeah.
I mean, maybe it was actually short for beverage.
Yeah. There we go.
Patrick Beverage.
Patrick Beverage. Yeah, for sure. Scrappy. You
Oh,
know,
man.
put you in the back sometimes.
It actually does work.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding. We're laughing about it, but if I had to put money on if that is correct or not, I would put money on it. Patrick Beverage.
Patrick Beverage.
Okay, we should get. Well, one, I want to say this. Anyone who's tuning in doesn't know Rob. In his personal life, he also is a fan of the Lakers.
Right.
And
Yes.
I did want to talk briefly. We'll get into that. See, that's the thing is that's a Filipino accent for anyone who can't.
That's me doing Ant-Man. No, I'm doing Ant-Man.
So, but that's a double layer. That is the layer he's doing. Ant-Man, who's
doing anonymous crowd member.
Pinoy scent. But the Lakers, you're a Lakers fan. Just quickly detail us, when did that start? How long? Maybe a couple favorite players outside the known ones.
Okay.
But yeah.
It's the summer of 1996. I'm not allowed to go to school because we're on summer break.
That's what you call summer. I'm not allowed to go to school?
I'm not allowed to go to school because the Olympics was in Atlanta.
Oh,
and Shaq
okay.
was on the Olympic team signing with the Lakers.
Okay.
And my
At
family
your school.
lived in Orlando, and I was already a Shaq fan. My introduction to basketball is Shaq and Penny. So, Shaq, we moved to Atlanta. Shaq's in Atlanta. He signs with the Lakers. I'm like, yo, we might end up moving around a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
They let me change schools and everything. This world is crazy. I might as well just align myself with Shaq, right?
Yeah.
Then I find out Kobe Bryant took Brandy to his high school prom.
Oh, that was the same. Wow.
I don't know anything about anything but who Brandy is.
No, that's insane.
Moesha's about to come out.
Yeah.
Right? Then the day after Kobe gets drafted, they're talking about it on Good Morning America and how parents are upset that they took a kid out of high school and put him in the NBA, and what does this mean about high school sports and all this stuff. I'm 8, worried about if the socks could get me infected.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then, All-Star Game, Brandy in the stands. It was true.
Yeah.
It wasn't even made up.
No, it does sound like a made up, like,
real.
Yeah, urban
She's
legend.
holding the thing. He wins the dunk contest.
Yeah, and it's not like he was going to school in LA. He was in like a suburb of Philly.
Right. The last contest I got to see was Brent Berry. To go from Brent Berry to a rookie Kobe Bryant, it's like things are getting interesting.
And the twist on, by the way, I always like to remind people with that Brent Berry dunk. Oh, he jumped from the free throw line, but wearing a jacket. And you're like,
wearing a shooting shirt.
Who cares?
Yeah.
But that's how boring it was.
Right. So then he won. He's super young.
Super bald Kobe, like young Kobe.
He tying his shorts up on camera. You know what I'm saying? He
that
don't
was
even
cool.
care if his joint get out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cameraman got to pull away. They're like, he's a young man and he's getting ready. You know
but that's what hoopers do. They show like, oh yeah, this is what I do.
He's letting y'all know I'm about to go in between my legs, but we didn't know. We didn't know why he was tying up his shorts.
That wasn't even a dunk I really knew about until he did that.
Well, Isaiah Ryder did it.
You did
before,
that?
But hey, I was looking at the ceiling at the time. You know what I'm saying? I missed that. I might have went to bed after the 3-point contest. I might be like, I'm tired, guys. I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah.
East Coast too. That shit is late.
Right.
Back then.
Right. So I know I missed it. I know it happened now, but I know I missed it when I seen Kobe do that. I was like, yo, these are my guys.
Yeah. Well, and so I just to remember, piggybacking on like the kind of realizing Kobe was that dude young.
Yeah.
Was, you'd see the Sports Center. At first, it was like they were trying to write him off. The media was like, "Oh, he kept trying to win the game by himself against the Jazz. Oh, here's a preseason game, and it's like it didn't matter. His teammates didn't really like him even that much. They thought he was a young, cocky dude."
Who was watching that fourth Jazz game? They was down 3-0, and I just seen them. No, yeah.
But do you remember watching that All-Star game against Jordan when you get?
98.
Oh my God.
Ooh, boy.
That was like seeing something. Because back then you're like, oh, you're not even thinking of the future. You're like, oh, I'm not even thinking about what's after Jordan. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, I can see what the NBA is gonna become. Hey, that was insane.
KG and Kobe was out there having fun, throwing each other lobs, going crazy, dunking on people's heads. It was nuts.
High crossovers.
Yeah. Tim Duncan got on phone pauses.
Oh my God, that was the time.
Yeah.
I think that's another reason why we're such good friends is like that. People always say, "Oh, you're obsessed with Jordan." Like we survived with that era after Jordan for some time.
Yeah.
Of like, let's name some of these guys. Yeah, KG, Duncan, Kobe, Steve
Vince
Nash,
Carter,
Dirk,
Tracy McGrady, Steve Francis.
I mean, all the Spurs, Ginobili, Tony. Yeah.
Jason Kidd out there throwing
Amari,
Kmart and Kittles and Jefferson,
Jason Williams.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Come on, man. Which one?
Vince Carter.
Yeah.
So
Vince Sanity.
I think that was a fun era that people are just starting to dive into it now because of KG having a show.
Yeah.
All these, what was your Kobe story? But like that era is special. There are so many stories that should be told.
I'm just starting to watch every game. Before that, I'm just looking at the standings in the newspaper. Yeah. Now I'm like, no, I'm watching the games.
Yep.
I'm watching whatever game you give me. Whatever game you give me. Soundmaster Kayla on there. All right, cool. Let's do it. Too? Yeah.
Or was he doing some NBA sidelines?
The first ESPN NBA season, they was just like, oh
Sal, yeah. Sal was like the start of like we got to start putting people that look like fans of the game to interview players because a suit guy, no one can trust a suit guy anymore. That was the start of we can't trust suit guy. I feel like.
I'm trying to remember. I don't even remember. I remember Greg Anthony and like. Who's the dude like Kevin Frazier?
Yeah, Kevin Frazier.
Yeah.
Back Jim Gray.
Bill Walton in those days.
And then, Ernie.
What are we doing? Are we really just naming the people on ESPN? Y'all gonna let us do this? Is this what we set all this up for? To just start naming broadcasters?
Here's the thing. You can do whatever you want.
Believe us. We saw it. They had to change the Black Eyed Peas song.
The one tweet that is still stuck with me and why it inspires me to make anything that we make is that one tweet where it says guys will literally 4 hours just name players back and forth to each other.
Come on.
And I will go and rent a cabin in the middle of nowhere with some of my best friends. You included.
Whoa, this is getting a little scary. I never been to the cabin.
For 2 weeks.
I've never been to the cabin.
And we just say that.
That is a rumor. I was not at the cabin.
Stop.
I was not there. I've been in the hotel.
You're right.
And I've been in my house.
I also have like a booger just like hanging out up here. And I'm just
okay.
Yeah, let's get a tissue in. it was a great part to break because yes, we were just starting to name names to each other,
right?
Which is fun, but maybe not so much fun for the audience.
I got you. Yeah. My bad, audience.
So you're a Lakers fan.
Mm-hmm.
Give a little bit of how are you feeling like before the season? We're about almost 30 some days away. Are you excited? What do you think about this upcoming team?
I'm excited. Season? I'm interested to see what's going on. It's a little quiet around town about the Lakers. I kind of like that. Austin out there showing what he can do, continuing to get reps and stuff. That's cool. I hope LeBron is, taking care of things at the house and everything. I hope that, I don't know what Anthony Davis is doing. I know he's not getting married this summer. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he could just, really have a summer to focus on things and get things together. And then, hey, man, Giannis, I love you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Just want to let you know, man, from the bottom of my heart, man.
Do we got to sign Costas again? Do we need to sign?
We can sign Costas.
Yeah.
We can see
NBA
what
champion.
Costas is doing. Yeah.
NBA
Everybody want to talk about the competition in the world and stuff. Costas, come on back.
But I like that description of it, quiet.
Right.
We're not mad. We're not saying,
no.
will they, they're good, but will they work in the offense? The celebration is that we have a designed like offense and defense.
Right.
Everything is like by design. It's not, this player is just either a Hall of Famer.
Right.
Of course, adding the team is gonna like answer some shit. So like, I'm excited. Do they beat the Nuggets?
Do they beat the Nuggets? They got the Nuggets number. And the Nuggets got a target on their back, and the whole league got to face the Nuggets.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried about the Nuggets until it's time for them.
Okay.
My worry is, get in the top 4, man.
Yeah.
Don't even be out here stressed out, got LeBron doing stuff late game in a playing game.
Mm-hmm.
Give my man time to chill.
Yeah,
it's chill mode. My man will put it all out there. It's chill mode. Rui, have some nights.
That's what we're gonna have.
Austin, have some nights.
Yep.
AD, have some nights. Show him that you still AD. Let my man chill as much as possible. And when it's time to unleash the king, put the crown on, man.
All right. Ooh, that was poetic. I'm not even gonna say anything else because yes, I agree. Okay. Let's get into some NBA news.
Okay.
And so the worry that I had about starting the show in the dead of the offseason was that we're not going to have news. I feel like, and I do feel like it is like this every summer, but with NBA Twitter, we can make stories out of anything.
I mean, the NBA is a 365 brand, whether
really
you like it or not.
24/7.
And I feel like it puts a lot of pressure on players to come out with content, and they figure out ways to do it.
Here's the thing. So this story I wanted to start off with wasn't even from a player.
Okay.
Referee Eric Lewis has announced his retirement.
Right.
And for anyone who's watching, might not know the context of that. So Eric Lewis, months ago, was being investigated because people dug up some tweets and some social media that he is a Boston Celtics diehard fan.
Right.
Cut to August, we're like a month away from the season. This dude retires, and then they say in the press statement that they have now shut down investigation.
Right. They used to write things a little
vaguer
better than this. This really is showing like, hey, this might have been crazy, but
we can't do anything about it. He's no longer an employee.
And you know why they do that? To encourage people who did wrong to quit. Like, hey, we not going to kick your back in if you leave. We going to always encourage you to leave. You ever go in a hotel? It's hard to get in.
Yeah.
It's so easy to leave.
Yeah.
Any stairwell will take you outside.
Right.
That's how it is. That's how it is in corporate America. So they're like, hey, this is what happens if you quit. If you got some dirt on you, leave. There's the door. Get out of here.
But do you think NBA fans are going to be like, okay, no, we want to know more. Like Eric Lewis, we don't let people just leave.
Right.
We're going to be like, okay, you just like reminded us. You tapped us on the shoulder and said, hey, remember me?
Right.
This is kind of dramatic to announce. Like Now people are gonna like dig in, like, oh, how deep did this go? People are gonna start watching back Eric Lewis games.
But see, that's goofy. Cause maybe he's bouncing so that y'all don't have to like get the key to his emails. Maybe he's bouncing so y'all don't look into his text messages. Maybe he's bouncing because everybody got a favorite team. No basketball fan doesn't have a favorite team and just like, I'm going to be a ref one day. Man, I want to know all the rules. Hey, coach, are there more rules? Because I need to know all the rules. These drills are cool, but where are the rules? Nobody's like that.
That is funny if these refs were just fans of the league.
Right.
Hey,
they probably are fans. They probably were fans, and then one day it's like, man, I gotta stop being a fan. I gotta put my kids in gray.
Do you think like Tim Donaghy had it? Remember him?
Yeah.
Was he a Lakers fan?
Oh man, Tim Donaghy probably liked whoever wore like red and black.
Okay. Because he had some mafia ties?
No, because of the roulette table.
Oh, yeah. He just couldn't get out of his
cards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Bulls are cool. They got spades, clubs, and diamonds and hearts colors.
Well, you know why he didn't like black and red, though? Rasheed Wallace wore black and red. So
Right.
Okay, but so are you just going to let this slide? Are you good with this story? Are you good with Eric Lewis right off into the sunset, or you want to leave him alone? You want the internet to leave him alone?
I want to give Patrick Beverley a statue of him holding the camera and putting that somewhere.
Yeah,
there's so many cameras in this town. There's so much basketball Lakers love in this town. That was such a moment. Let's have a statue. It doesn't have to be near the crib. I don't want it near the crib. Put it near a studio or something.
Yeah,
but of Patrick Beverley holding the camera.
Hands down one of the funniest moments.
Come on.
And the great thing about it, intentionally funny. Patrick Beverley no matter whether he helped out the Lakers or not, which he actually, remember, we were talking about it, he was actually kind of finding his fit on that team.
He was good.
Yeah. And I was kind of disappointed when
they played hard.
Yeah. And, but yeah, that moment was the funniest.
Right.
And like really put in the rest, like proved them wrong.
That's showmanship. What do we love the Harlem Globetrotters for?
Yeah.
Because they would do stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the game didn't matter. This is like, this game went into overtime and could have been over.
At the Garden.
This is the most intense part of a game, the last game of the season between the Celtics and the Lakers, rivals since the beginning of the league. Yep. And this dude grabs the camera and pulls it up to the ref and gets a tech. It's like, come on, man.
It was an ABC game too, I think,
It was
right?
an ABC game.
That's beautiful.
Right.
And so, yeah, Patrick Beverley, he really changed my mind this year.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what team is he on now?
I always respected Beverley.
Is he on the Sixers?
Yeah, when he was on Houston, boy, he was a dog.
Yeah.
It was like, boy, y'all don't want it like he wanted.
Yeah.
He in their face. He was going crazy.
Yeah.
I was excited when I saw Patrick Beverley on the Rockets.
Are you a fan of his podcast?
I am a fan of his podcast.
Yeah.
It is dope. Yeah. Shout out to them.
Roan. I didn't know about that Roan guy, freestyle like rapper.
Hey man.
And that's kind of a sick
intros popping.
Yeah.
As somebody that hosts multiple podcasts and comedy shows and stuff, intros is work.
Yeah.
It's like it's not joke time. Yeah, he's serious with the intro game. Those intros are incredible.
Well, it actually leads into our next story. Mark Cuban was on recently, and he said that he has traded players that smoke too much.
Okay.
Now, do you really think that is the basis of why he traded them, or it just so happened to be a coincidence that, oh yeah, these players are whack, they smoke too much marijuana? Or do you think Mark Cuban is just like a narc?
I think the first players he was used to being around probably didn't smoke like that.
I disagree.
So I think
what players are you thinking of?
Dirk.
I think Dirk he was like a frat guy. I feel like there's some good pictures of like Dirk and Steve Nash definitely smoking and drinking.
All right, but maybe it didn't get back to Mark Cuban like that.
Yeah.
Maybe they was able to be more low key about it.
Yeah.
They might have been on the hippie side because the dress code affected them too.
Yeah.
Y'all made Steve Nash and Dirk put on, and they was just wearing the clothes that the team gave them.
Yeah.
They would just show up in a Maverick shirt.
The practice
you got
jersey
that for
and
free.
pants, yeah.
That was in the bottom of the gym bag.
Yeah.
They would just wear bottom of the gym bag clothes the whole season.
Because now
they got to buy a wardrobe.
Yeah.
Now Steve Nash got to wear a belt. He ain't wore a belt since he got in the league.
He doesn't. That's not even his favorite sport.
He got in the league to get out of the belts.
Yeah. Mark Cuban does still kind of run it like an old school CEO.
Yeah.
If he is straight up saying, "Oh yeah, I've traded players because they smoke too much weed." We've known some players that smoked weed and were incredible.
Right.
Iverson, you
Right.
know, who's the biggest? I mean, Bill Walton back in the day was he's smoking more than weed. He's an NBA legend.
Right.
So yeah,
I just don't smoking more than weed. He was doing more.
He was doing more.
Yeah, I don't know if he was smoking more. That's a huge accusation.
That is a huge accusation.
Yeah.
You watched.
I feel like I get it though. You need your lungs to play basketball.
That's true.
You know, he didn't say edibles. He said smoking too much.
He's not Deion Waiters.
Yeah. So if I see you out there, you huffing and puffing, and then I see you in there huffing and puffing,
yeah,
I'm like, all right, go huff and puff somebody somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
I got y'all a nice chef, nice facilities, video games.
You need to appreciate
like Mark Cuban taking care of people. Nice showers, nice sauna, all that stuff they say. You know, like the floors is heated.
Do you think? Because I remember that story where it was like, oh, we put a PS5 in your locker. You know, like I feel like the Mavs had that.
Yeah.
Do you ever think there was like a year where they're like, Mark, we couldn't get the next system, and so they were all just like stuck playing like the PS3?
No, man.
And the PS4 was out.
No.
You think he was on it?
A tech guy.
Oh yeah.
He a .com guy. You know what I'm saying? They got the PS6 in there
already.
Yeah, for Luka.
Wow.
Nobody else can touch it. That's Luka's.
Luka has a PS6.
PS6, you getting traded, and we saying you out here smoking. We're putting smoking on you.
But
he can. Is, you touch Luka's PS6.
But he can only play reverse compatible games on it.
Come on, man. You know I don't know what that means.
It means you could play old games on the current system. Because if he has a PS6, there's no games for it. I think we should.
You don't think Luka got the hookup on the game?
So he's playing NBA 2K28 on the PS6.
Right. Them kids with the numbers with the triple digits. They all in there.
There's an AAU?
Yeah, he's playing AAU 2K24.
He's playing 2K NBA 2K28 AAU mode on his PS6 that Mark Cuban got installed in his locker.
Roster and that roster is on Google Docs, you in the game. If somebody puts your name on a roster, intramural teams, it's on there.
Wow.
Everybody on if your name's been typed. If you made a cut, you in the game.
We've seen how. Did you watch the Bishop Sycamore doc?
Oh, that's what BS stands for. I haven't watched it yet. I'm excited about
it. But I also did have that
it.
revelation. I was like, that's clever.
Yeah.
But BS. But yeah, you would. That actually, I was saying that because you really can just kind of just like create a name, get some kids to like sign up, and then
it's probably gonna be harder now that they made a doc.
Sure. You got
probably made the doc to stop people from being like, "Hey, man, let's start a school."
I want to see the set you do after you see BS High because I think you're gonna have a lot of thoughts on that.
I'm excited about it.
Okay. More narc convo here. Adam Silver. Story came out that it's not just Adam Silver too. Not to call out the commish, but Adam Silver and other commissioners are going to try to crack down on illegal streams in this season coming up. What are your thoughts on illegal streams? Do they here's the thing that I think Dana White said this, the commissioner of the UFC, is that it costs them millions and millions of dollars every year because of these streams.
Yeah.
But it's like you still make hundreds of millions, almost billions of dollars. Why can't you just let these smart kids in these other countries just run your shit? It's hard enough to get to the streams. Why do you got to spend energy and manpower to shut these things down?
Okay, who finances the NBA? Where does the NBA get their big contract money from?
I mean, it's us, right?
They get it from
brands?
TV money.
Okay.
So if people are illegally streaming the TV show that is the NBA, the UFC, and the NFL, they are directly interfering with the whole reason the contracts are crazy.
Okay.
The whole bottom line is being affected.
Yeah.
So if you don't cut out these streams, then there's no reason to give these players hundreds of millions of dollars because this TV show's not gaining the revenue that it should.
Mm-hmm. Here's and that 1000% makes sense.
Right.
Here's the argument against it, which is very much, it's something I learned in the moment. But while working for a company,
while I was talking, you learned this?
No, sorry. When I was
say I messed up. I messed up. It was like, yo, I found the counterpoint in your point.
When I was working at Bleacher Report and House of Highlights, like it was still somewhat new back then.
Okay.
But House of Highlights was started by a kid, who was filming their screen, had no permission, and was getting the best moments, right?
Yeah.
And so there was a few copycats, there was a few accounts like that popping up, and it was like in the rules of it all. And yes, they are stealing some money. It is preventing some people from like signing up for the services, signing up for cable to watch TNT games or whatever. But on the flip side of it, it was also, one, hard to stop, and two, growing the game.
Right.
So people were seeing that, were like, oh, I don't have the money. Like kids who more than anything needed something to do.
Right.
Were able to watch the game because their friends were going to work the internet a little bit. So like, I'm like, is it an evil that they could deal with?
They gotta officially deal with it. They can't just be like, yo, it's a free for all. Their hands are tied.
Yeah.
So they gotta be like, yo, we about to crack down. The kids know what they're doing. Like the kids run the internet. They know how to weasel around and do stuff, and the kids gonna kid, but also you gotta make it hard for them. You gotta make it
I know.
All right, when y'all get some money, come back, buy it League Pass.
But to me,
buy League Pass, you seen what it does, you see what it could do. Here you go.
League Pass is super glitchy. You know that.
Hey.
You know what's weird?
Hey.
Being in LA, buying League Pass because you think, oh, I'm gonna watch my favorite team.
I don't take it as that. I don't see it as glitchy. I see everybody else not chipping in and doing their part. This is y'all fault.
Whose fault?
The illegal streamers. They money could be used for more
to give us those blackout games. What is the black? Do you know? Because I know this is like exactly an answer you would have.
Right.
What the hell does blacking out games do or mean?
Okay, so it goes back to the TV affiliate days, right? The game's on local television. If the game doesn't sell out, you black it out so then people go to the stadium, watch the game, use the concession stand and stuff.
That's real, or you just made that up?
No, that's real.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
Directly correlated to the attendance. So if the attendance is at a certain amount, they can be like, hey, cut the feed. Y'all go home. If people really want to see the game, they'll pull up.
What? That's great. So what year was that? Around what year, if you don't know?
The beginning of them showing sports on TV in them empty arenas.
Okay, so but why? And so it's obviously not the reason why they do it now.
Season -1.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes total sense. It's incredible.
-5.
Did they say
I
like?
I look at the whole NBA in terms of what winning time season.
If it's the prequel, that's young NBA, like young Sheldon.
Yeah.
Oh, are you watching Young NBA?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just before winning time.
Winning time season 43
Dr. J
coming up this year.
Okay. So did that work? Did people really go, oh man, it's not on TV. I got to go down to the game and spend some money at the concession stands?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have friends from outside of Georgia, right?
Yeah.
They grew up an hour outside.
And that's like the hub. For anyone who doesn't know, like Atlanta had Turner there. It was like, what else? WGN. Did you guys get WGN back then?
We got WGN, but we got TBS
for free, the Superstation.
Over the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
So that's why everybody in Atlanta knows a little bit about WCW. Everybody in Atlanta knows a little bit about the Braves.
Seen every Fresh Prince.
Seen every Fresh Prince. Every
Saved by the Bell.
Yeah. Facts.
Ooh.
Dinner in a movie.
That was great.
James Bond.
Oh, yeah.
We in the game.
Yep.
So, okay, these people lived an hour outside of Atlanta, right? Falcons blackout. They pulling up. They going to the game.
Wow.
They're like, oh, the ticket's probably, decent.
And so, okay, that's really good to know. And that's an answer I would accept.
Think about it. You got a city, it's millions of people.
Yeah.
The arena, you only need to fill 20,000. You in a stadium, you need to fill like 78,000, 80,000, 90,000. So if you could get a good pool of people to be like, dang, it's blacked out, let's go.
Yeah. I mean, but now that kind of makes sense to whatever is happening now. It is some version of it's a monopoly of some sort that they're trying to create.
Yeah. Where
it's like it's blacked out, but if you want, you can go to Spectrum. Because I know there was a controversy about the Dodgers going on Spectrum, and the Dodgers, LA, like the Dodgers were like, they're even more like homegrown than the Lakers almost a little bit. But like people were very upset.
Brooklyn.
Yeah. I don't even know why I said that. You're right.
They more homegrown. The Lakers, they from Minneapolis. Like that's cool. But the Dodgers, they from Brooklyn.
Right.
Dog. They ours.
But so what do you know, or do you have a theory on? The blackout term is probably used because that's originally what it was. We got to black this thing out so people go.
Right.
But why are things blacked out now then?
All kind of. They got motives. They're trying to get you to purchase something, buy something. Yeah.
Well, I will say this. Then when I saw that tweet, to me, it's like every hacker or whatever is like, it's like the Jordan meme, like, and that's when I took it personally. Because I think it's like going to be turned
like,
up.
Okay, that pressure of trying to download Austin Powers in 2002,
and you gotta guess
like some of that sweat bead down your face. Like, dang, I just want to see how the Sopranos ends.
Yeah,
but HBO might knock down my door.
And you got to download like 4 of them, and you'd be like, and go to bed, and then wake up and hope one of them is right.
Right, and hope the police not outside.
How many Marshall Mathers LPs did you download until you got the real one?
We didn't have a strong enough computer for that.
Ooh,
I would give a list and a blank CD and $5 to a friend and have them get the tracks that I felt like I would like.
Okay.
Because, sometimes I didn't know what the track sounded like, but I'd be like, all right, I'm going to go to the store and, like, baby, try to nail it, see who's featured.
No, I remember when the Get Rich or Die Trying LP was coming out.
Yeah.
Because 50 Cent had a career before that, he had mixtapes. So people were releasing mixtapes as the LP. And I was down and I was like, oh, I heard it. To all my friends, like, you didn't hear shit. That's from his old mixtape. And I looked stupid at school.
Right.
So,
yeah, no, that would suck. There were definitely people like with versions of stuff that wasn't real, tracks out of order.
Yeah,
yeah.
All right, let's take a break. I got to itch my nose a bunch. All right, we're back on Casuals. A few more stories I wanted to talk to Rob with him here. So, Rondae Hollis Jefferson, this has actually been kind of ongoing because FIBA World Cup is happening right now. And I remember the first clip of this coming up and being like, check out this dude. He looks just like Kobe.
I thought it was AI.
What?
I thought it was an AI clip.
Oh, like, yes, yeah.
Oh,
where they be doing that?
They make Superman hoop and they make, Trump and Biden hoop against each other. I thought it was like that.
Can you explain this? Because the thing is, it's like we know who Rondae Hollis Jefferson is.
Yeah.
He's had a career in the NBA, but now all of a sudden, not only from not even that far away, he looks like Kobe, he's playing like Kobe, and he's actually affecting games like Kobe.
Yeah.
What is going on, Rob?
I think when players from over here play against players from like different places, they might put on, like, he might be like, oh, if I do my Kobe impression in the league, people gonna beat me down.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They don't want to see that. But nah, give me 24. I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna go get my Kobe highlights on.
That's the thing is, like, I think he knew he was. That's the thing. He knew he was playing like Kobe, and he was like, I'm gonna get 24. I'm gonna shave my, because everyone remembers him in the league. He had like the little afro, right?
Right.
But now he was like,
he thought he was Froby. Now he's 24. He put that 8 away. Now he's 24. He the Mamba.
He is the Black Mamba.
Yeah, no, he's not the Black Mamba. He like the international Mamba.
So do you think playing kind of like Kobe, not kind of, like exactly like Kobe in FIBA World Cup, again, a reminder, not the Olympics.
Right.
Do you think it's enough to get him back in the league?
It might. Mm-hmm. It might. build a case. You know, if there's ever a season like that season where they had to pull out kind of people to just keep the league going and keep the games going, he might be able to be like, hey, man, I got my shots. Put me in the game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, he's being seen. Someone's going to give – with the way, 10 days work, at the very least, you gotta sign him. But the thing is, I never saw him in all the time. He was even wearing 24 in Brooklyn. I never looked at him and went, oh, that's Kobe. Or he's a Kobe guy.
His neck was a little thicker when he was on the Nets. You know what I'm saying? Kobe got a little skinny neck. You know what I'm saying? So that's that Mamba mentality. He got more snake-like.
But even in that thumbnail, the 39 points thumbnail, he's even yelling like Kobe did.
No, he looked like Kobe in the nose and everything.
Oh
right
my
there.
God, it's
crazy.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just too strange, too much of a coincidence, and it's not. It's one thing to shoot like Kobe or whatever, but he's putting up Kobe numbers. So
come on, man.
That's nice to see.
That's dope.
It is dope.
That's dope.
And
that's like when you see Chris Brown and Usher do some Michael
Jackson stuff. You're
like, heck yeah, dog. They saw what I saw. And
it made me want to watch Kobe highlights. Yeah. And made me, so that's cool.
He should wear throwbacks of Olympic and Team USA athletes when he's walking in. Why don't we see the fits in international basketball? I want to see what these players from other countries are wearing walking into the game.
Well, because I feel like that's always the warm-ups and stuff now.
Right, but let me see they fits. Follow them in the parking lot like it's wrestling like you do the NBA players.
But I don't think they're in the Philippines, man. They didn't have suitcase
Follow
on
them.
Suitcase.
I want to see it. I want to see what that hallway looks like.
Okay.
Come on. Show me the hallway.
To be completely honest, and I miss basketball a lot, I'm not catching these games live. Are you watching them live?
Getting up at 5 in the morning.
You are?
Watching them live.
No, stop.
I want to see Ant-Man. I want to see Austin.
Yeah.
I want to
Wait, how'd you say Austin again?
Austin!
Let's talk a little bit about that.
Austin!
Anthony Edwards, and it's literally the Anthony Edwards and Austin Reaves show in the Philippines. It couldn't get any more for me.
Right.
That we actually talked about it. Yeah, those are our guys. And they just so happen to be an incredible duo out in the Philippines right now. What do you think about Ants? Do you think this is something that's going to translate back into the league or into this season?
Yeah.
This is the next level of Ant.
Yeah, he fresh.
Yeah.
He played actual competition.
Mm-hmm.
Game 1, he going to be locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think there's anything to him not having to play with Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns?
He went to France before this and worked with Gobert.
Yeah.
Now Gobert know what to work on. Now he doing this. Come on, man.
And Cat's going to stay on the Dominican Republican team?
Yeah.
This season?
No. Cat coming back,
I know. I do think that there is a little bit of hesitancy to make Ant the captain of that team.
No, he might not be the captain, but when you see Ant do some of the stuff that he's about to do, dominance will be there will be some respect there.
Yeah.
He will be a voice if he wants to.
And obviously with whenever he plays well, the spotlight is on him, but then also the spotlight continues off court as well.
Right.
Because we just keep getting viral clips of Ant. He's being 1,000% himself, but he's awesome.
Your man is ready for the prime time.
Ready for the prime time. We're gonna see what that is. We do have projects with them. But so this clip just came out hours before you got here. So just to set it up a little bit, I think they were doing some 2K content out there, and they had Ant play this game where they show him a silhouette of a player, and he has to guess who it is. And let's just play the clip and just see. This is insane.
Embiid.
Okay.
He gets that off the rip.
Drew Holiday.
I feel like yours was harder than these are. This might be a clean sweep.
King James.
Easy. Could be okay either way.
That Julius Randle?
That's Julius Randle. That's good.
Yeah, it look like KD.
It's KD. Are you
Kyrie.
What is it? The hair, the head shape.
I just watch basketball.
You just know
all the
basketball.
time,
You just know hoops.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
What is
he
that?
watches so much basketball, he knows their pictures.
I love how he says watches basketball as if he's not basketball right now. As if he's not.
He is basketball and he watches basketball. Some of y'all not watching basketball. Some of y'all just watching tape, highlights, whatever you supposed to watch. He's saying, I'm watching basketball. I'm looking at their heads. I know their shadows. I know their edges. Yeah.
I know their shapes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing against this shape today.
Come on, man. When on the foul line, your first free throw, I'm looking at your shadow.
Whoa.
That's what he's saying. Second free throw, I'll try to get the rebound. First free throw, what's your shadow look like? Everybody else tying their shoes. You know what I'm saying? Locked in.
So he's like, I bet that makes sense. He's just like, I'm not only guarding you, I'm guarding your shadow.
Come on, my shadow's guarding your shadow.
Oh, wow.
Right.
2-on-2.
I got a shadow too. Guess what? KD. Guess what, Embiid? I got a shadow. Watch out for my shadow. Because you're going to be looking at the ground. I'm going to be in the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Okay, will you go back to that video? I saw some comments being like, I thought Drew Holiday was Ja because they both have like the dreads, and I did want to see if you could confuse the Drew Holiday. I think it's like the second one.
He knows they wouldn't
see,
ask
that's
him
what's
Ja.
crazy. Yeah, if
he
you can
knows
pause
they wouldn't ask him Ja.
That's crazy.
He knows that.
You think he knew like they would be editing themselves?
He knows the pictures. He watches the games. He knows the pictures. Media day, he getting the media guides out. He's looking at the pictures like, man, who I got to go against? Who's on this team?
He has silhouette flashcards.
I don't know about that. I think he could see in it. I think he could see, you know.
That is some. He continues to become like a myth within the game.
He told y'all he was A1 from day one. He told y'all that. Any game, trash can ball, we still don't know what the rules are.
That's nuts.
Yeah. A1 from day one.
He is easily one of my favorite players, and we won't talk much about it because we talk about him every episode. But Austin Reaves being like that number 2 and just like handling things.
One mural is enough.
Yeah.
Don't do another mural. They nailed it. They killed it.
Yeah.
I don't care how artistic you are. Do not make another Austin Reaves mural until he does something else.
Would you count those Lemon Daddy billboards as a mural?
No, that's a billboard.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, the artists of LA, the people with the purple and gold paint, please draw somebody else. Winning times out, Norm Nixon, Jamal Wilkes, Mitch Kupchak. Have a blast. You know what I'm saying? Jerry Buss, Jeannie Buss, the brothers.
Those names should just remain sketches on a napkin. We don't need to be putting those on the walls.
Paint anything else. Leave this man alone. He don't get to go on another wall till he does something else.
Yeah,
I hope he does something else. I hope he's on plenty of walls. I hope my kids think the Lakers were all white guys. I hope that's how many walls he's on where he's like, yo, did you know they were black Lakers? Yeah. Like, that's what the world I want my kid to grow up in. I want Austin Reaves to do it all. But, hey, let's take this one wall at a time. We got one wall. Let's not overdo this.
Austin, you're here. Austin.
But he literally is the best at everything that he heard that once and nailed it.
You see where the person screamed? And then you shot the free throw and then screamed back? Come on,
no,
man.
the guy
knows. Ready for OKC.
He knows.
He's ready to go toe to toe. Sons and Four guy. Try that in the Ant Town.
He's incredible. Okay, now this is a great segue into Austin Reaves in the Philippines. Why do Filipinos love Austin Reaves so much?
I think you got a lot to do with that. I think you got to pat yourself on the back. You put on for your people and you put on for Austin Reaves and the Lakers, and I think that connection, as far as I know, starts with follow through and CJ Toledano.
Now, part of it is a little bit of I hang out in the not dark corners. I hang out in the corners of Filipino Twitter and Filipino NBA Twitter especially. And one, they love the Lakers, and that is thanks to Kobe. That is thanks to those Jordan Clarkson early 2000s Lakers teams. And, Austin Reaves was Austin Reaves was the hero of the last 2 seasons.
Right.
So
He was great.
And the fact that he's in the Philippines right now after that season or whatever is it's great timing, and they're just really latching on to him.
I saw this man claw his way into the starting spot.
It's really nuts.
There were games we were down by 25. Austin get out there, do a reverse layup, get pushed on the ground, arms bright red, out there get it to 12 points.
Yeah.
Now LeBron getting back in the game, surprised that they back in the game.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Those honestly, and people think I'm joking when I say this, I really enjoyed that time. When people started tuning out the Lakers, I was like, I'm gonna keep watching.
Entertaining, man.
I remember
We
texting
didn't know
you
what
being
was
like,
gonna happen. Yeah, I was on their head. I was watching all them games, especially if a game comes on at 4:30.
yeah,
Then it's like if I send an email to somebody, they have permission to not read it until tomorrow anyway.
yeah,
And also on the East Coast, shut down.
yep,
West Coast, show's not about to start yet.
yeah.
The perfect time.
No, it's perfect.
East Coast, West Coast game. It's the greatest.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this upcoming season. Okay, we're gonna take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna play our last and final game. Anyone who watches Casuals know we do something special.
Yeah.
So when we come back, we're gonna play. What's the name of the game again?
Taste buds.
Taste buds. This game we're gonna play here, I'm gonna try to set it up. Actually, Max, do you want to set it up? Let's give you some camera time.
We looked up some like gross foods that NBA players like to eat, either like pre-game or just weird eating habits that they have.
Okay.
So it's your job I'm gonna give you the food and 3 players, and
Okay.
you have to choose which player you think eats that food.
And this is great because since it's just us
eating the
two.
food too?
Well, so we play the whole game, and if we don't, what is it?
Yeah, so like if you miss more than 2 of these questions, then you have to eat what's under that plate, and
Okay.
it's one of these things that's in the game.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
And one question I do have before this, would knowing their personality help us answer this, or is it really just like a guess?
I think you should be able to get most of these.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Taste buds, that's what it's called. Okay, 600 grams of sugar per day. This is hard because it makes sense for
Because would
Ennis Cantor.
sugar make you like super political? Or
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Dwight is a funny, wacky dude.
We have sugar,
And Zach LaVine is just like that kind of like
He
super
hyper.
freak. Yeah.
He did a tribute to Space Jam when he came in the league. So, that seems like somebody that would eat some candy.
Eat some candy and watch Space Jam over and over again.
Right.
So should we guess together?
Yeah, you guys, you're on a team together, so you guess which one you think it is.
I mean, Rob, any of these would work for me. Who are you leaning towards?
I see two big men and then one small player, so I feel like that separates Zach LaVine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what 600 grams of sugar is. I'm never counting sugar.
The article I read said that this player ate the equivalent of 24 Hershey bars in a day.
So this
24 Hershey bars. All right, I'm thinking it's a big dude. I don't think Zach can really jump that unless he's gas powered. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think he could jump like that if he had 24 Hershey's?
Right? No, I don't see that. Yeah,
Here
you already know what Hershey looks like, so you already know what they working with. You know what I mean? So
here's my guess. I just for some reason this might be not being fun in this game, but I feel like the only person who would get an article written that says he eats this many Hershey's or whatever is Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
You think it'd be Dwight?
I think it's Dwight. I think you know how the Hershey has like all those little Hershey's within it.
Yeah.
I think he does a different impression with each little Hershey.
He go, hey, this
So he's like,
I'm gonna eat this Hershey.
Berkeley, man. Oh, and then he like breaks another one off. He's like, Dwight, pass the ball. I'm Stan Van Gundy. And then
Oh man. Okay. Dwight Howard. Final answer.
Correct.
Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
By the way, we should do like an NBA player idol where they have to do impressions now that like Paul George has a Charles Barkley.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Who else has some impressions?
I
I feel like there's a bunch, but that'd be fun.
Right.
Okay. All right. Nice. That was nice. Forced to stop eating bacon.
Yeah, this was apparently he was eating so much bacon that his parents had to tell him to stop.
These are good choices. I'm like
I don't
creating
see-
arguments for each of
Is
them.
that Tim Hardaway Sr.?
Yeah, which is that?
Or is
Yeah.
it?
Yes.
I could see, I feel like he did get a little bigger. I know Zion they got,
Okay, let's just go through each. So Zion, that absolutely would make sense because they've been trying to get him in like, the best shape possible.
Right.
Tim Hardaway, I guess I'm like, okay, but he's always been kind of in shape, so maybe not him.
I think Tim Hardaway eats a normal amount of bacon, but he probably describes it in a way that they had concern.
Right.
Like the way he talks about bacon, they probably like, all right, you got to get off of that.
Yeah. And then Marc Gasol looks like a dude who eats a lot of bacon.
Right. Marc Gasol just looks like, yo, this country got this dope thing. I don't know if y'all heard of it. Bacon? Whoo, boy. Then he went to Canada, got that ring on that Canadian bacon.
But he was like, but it's just ham?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Marc Gasol. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's Marc Gasol. I think he got to Memphis and got to that bacon.
Okay, Marc Gasol. Oh, wow.
It was Zion.
Dang.
It was the obvious choice.
I know, but I didn't think it was going to be that.
My boy, man.
I know, but he looks trim now.
Yeah, he does look trim, but I don't know. You going to give up bacon to play in the NBA?
And I feel like with the way
I don't know if I could do that.
I don't think giving up bacon would change my game. I think a lot of the goodness in my game.
If it was between bacon and the NBA, are you giving up bacon?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Rob, you literally have a joke about you have a joke about what drinking juice is the reason or wait, you drank what's the bit?
Right. Pringles. Pringles is really what derailed my basketball career.
I don't want to make you. I hate making other comedians do their bits, but
no,
this is a really tell this
it's
theory.
On my new special, I just taped, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes out, look out for it. You'll know the part exactly because we already talked about it a little bit.
Yeah,
but yeah,
very funny bit.
Nah, my breathing. And everything was different after I started eating so many Pringles. Your stomach ain't really ready to be out there doing suicides. You know what I'm saying? They ain't have unalives back then.
Yeah.
Nah, this the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Coach don't care. He using all kind of harsh words you can't use now. You know? So, yeah.
Okay, check out that special when it comes out. All right, 5 small meals per day. 70% carbs, 20% fat, 10% protein.
Come on, man.
Okay, Paul George, Dwayne Wade, Michael Jordan. Again, they all make sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like who. I mean, 70% carbs is a lot, right?
This is kind of keto.
No, that'd be the opposite. It'd have to go the opposite way.
Oh, yeah, it's the opposite. This is unketo.
This is like,
oh my God,
needs to keep weight on.
This is like mostly bread.
Yeah.
I would think Michael Jordan maybe just because he would play golf and then, play basketball, do all kind of stuff in the day. But then I could see D Wade being
who I was
like high techy, you know what I'm saying? He hosts the Cube, so he got all kind of access to different facts than we have. And then like Paul George, I don't know, man. Paul George don't seem like he just 70%. Paul George seemed like he
just hoops.
Put meat on his sandwich.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Not. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Dwayne Wade. Who you think?
I'm thinking D-Wade. I'm thinking Gabrielle Union got him some access to some diets that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
To have those specific numbers, and he's like the most cut of them all.
Right.
I feel like it's got to be D-Wade.
And also, like, he be wearing all kind of suits where you don't got to wear a shirt and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Seems like you would know the amounts.
But damn it.
God.
Oh, my God.
It was Mike. I said he was playing golf and stuff.
But
to me, this is like a weird 90s diet where, like, they didn't. Because that can't be right?
Or
that's
a tall tail. Or some stuff Mike leaked to the press so that Patrick Ewing out here eating all the bread in the cabinet. Getting Charles Barkley all fattened up. So Mike's like, oh, yeah, you want to know the secret? I eat 5 meals a day, 70% carbs, 20% fat, 10% protein. Meanwhile, Michael Jordan's restaurant, big old rack of ribs.
Yeah.
Come
Big
on,
steaks.
man.
Big
steaks. Nah, I ain't believing that.
All right, candy for breakfast.
That's a point for us, man. Michael Jordan got y'all fooled.
He lied to you.
Candy for breakfast, Lamar Odom, Vince Carter, Ben Wallace. I already know. I got this one. Yeah.
All right, what is it?
That's Lamar.
All right, Lamar
all day.
Odom.
Come on, man.
Correct.
Come on.
Sometimes I just want
Candy ain't that's the least of his problems.
Stop.
Candy for breakfast.
He fixed it. Listen,
he got some other stuff going on.
We made fun of his TV recently. He got a new TV.
Yeah. Hey, Lamar said you eat candy for breakfast. You was like, man, you did a good job. That's what's up, Lamar.
Yeah, I'm laying low.
He ate breakfast today, man.
I'm laying low
try
today.
some other stuff.
I'm just eating some Reese's for every meal.
Try some Fruit Loops. It's kind of like candy. That milk kind of like candy, man. Try, I mean, do what you do, but yeah, no. I remember.
Shout out to Lamar.
Odom said that in like ESPN magazine. He said that in front of everybody.
Did you see
like
what
that was in Sports Illustrated or something?
I do remember that, but there's always a few guys like that. Like DK Metcalf said
My bad,
recently.
I'm a casual. I don't even know who dude is outside of keep
But
it up.
did you see what Lamar said recently? He said that in the Kobe's been visiting him in his dreams, saying that the afterlife isn't all that.
Hey man,
that's tough.
He eats candy for breakfast. What do you expect? If you ate candy for breakfast, you might be able to talk to Kobe too. You out here eating pancakes
I'm gonna
and
talk
French
to Kobe
toast like
real
a regular
soon.
person, man.
Oh my god.
Get you some nerds rope for breakfast.
All right.
And make it into a little Cinnabon shape.
I think I know this one.
Pre-game Rice Krispies.
Yeah, Jason Tatum, JJ Redick, or PJ Tucker. I think it's PJ Tucker.
Yeah, it's not JJ Redick. I doubt that. I think he got the breakfast from like the Frosted Flakes commercial with the toast and the 2 glasses of juice and all that type of stuff. He seemed like that type of person. Jason Tatum, I think we would have heard about it. I think he'd have some Rice Krispies kicks. So I'm gonna go with you, PJ Tucker.
This is a treat, by the way, like a Rice Krispies treat, like a little
treat,
not the cereal.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
That's what I thought, right?
Does that change your answer at all?
Does that change your answer?
No. The Rice Krispie treats. Sometimes you lose the paper that comes in your sneakers. PJ Tucker stuff in the sneakers. That's what the sneakers about. Y'all think he a sneakerhead. He really sneaking in Rice Krispie treats into the locker room.
This tastes like a CDP pack.
Yeah.
Countdown pack for
I
you
can
all.
taste the glue.
Okay, PJ Tucker.
It was JJ.
Whoa! So we lost.
Technically, you have lost the game.
Man.
How many more of these do we got?
JJ Redick really snap, crackling, popping out here? That's crazy.
I guess so.
Bro. There's like 5 more, I think.
There's 5 more. Let's do one more, and then let's get
Yeah.
Well, you want me to get to the one that the game is
I hope it's a Rice Krispie
Let's
tree
just speed
under
through
there.
these. Okay, pregame bowl of beans.
Come on, man.
That sounds like some Paul Pierce shit. I mean, it's like you look like you eat beans.
I see what you
like
did there. Yeah, no. Paul Pierce sometimes dribble like he had some beans in him for sure. Yeah.
I mean, in the wheelchair game.
Yeah. Baron Davis had bounce. I don't know if he was out there with the beans.
But maybe he farted
Meta
and
World
shot him
Peace.
up in the air.
I could see Meta World Peace with a bowl of beans and nobody saying anything to him about it.
Okay, but we're gonna say Paul Pierce.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Paul Pierce.
Wow,
Lee, man, we really bad at this. We really not good.
You look like you ate beans before the game. Spaghetti, sugar, and ranch sandwich. So this is the one.
This sounds like personal business. I don't think we should know about this one.
So I thought it was Kent Bazemore. So Terry Rozier.
Okay.
Kent Bazemore, Joe Ingles. I thought it was Kent Bazemore before.
I don't think it's ever the middle. I think we've been picking the middle the whole time, and these not the answer B type of.
So who do you think it is?
I'm gonna go with Scary Terry, because I'd be scared if somebody had a spaghetti, sugar, and ranch sandwich, and I'm about to play an NBA basketball game. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Terry Rozier.
It's Scary Terry.
Let's go!
Wow.
Let's go! This game ain't about logic, man. This game is just about saying stuff and hoping for the best. Pictures of Shirley Temples.
This player.
Oh, this is Joel Embiid.
Yeah. Yeah,
There's
you
an
got
NBA.
And it gotta be a center that's crazy.
Yeah.
He would drink 3 pitchers of Shirley Temples a day, apparently.
And I think when he first, was in this, when he was out here,
Nah.
he also ate chicken fingers for like every meal, and they had to stop that.
He was obsessed with chicken
Embiid, man.
But he's still good.
Think if you got the MVP and you know you on 3 pitchers of Shirley Temples. Think about how you gonna come into the next season knowing, oh yeah, I was drinking Shirley Temples every day. Now I'm the MVP.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
D Rose had the same issue.
Put them cherry Sprites down.
They're good.
Pick up some water, and then championship. Get that man Shirley Temples in a bottle.
Yeah.
It don't always got to be champagne. Champagne's been done.
Okay.
Get that man some Sprites and some cherries and have him go crazy.
Speaking of Shirley Temples, 2 liters of Mountain Dew daily.
Come on, man. This Skip Bayless.
That's where he gets all the veins?
Yeah, them cases. They've been betting on them cases of Mountain Dew. Shannon left. He had to pay up. They probably had to settle up on the cases of Mountain Dew.
I don't know why the middle one always does look appealing to me. For some reason, to me, it's Karan Butler. But
Nah, it's not Gary Payton. I don't see Gary Payton drinking Mountain Dew ever, unless he like
it talked trash and said like, I bet you won't drink me.
Yeah. That they had to come out with the bag for Gary Payton to touch a Mountain Dew. I don't know.
Who is it?
I think it's Sean Kemp. I think Sean Kemp was out here with the Mountain Dew.
Karan Butler.
CJ was right. There's one more.
All right, let's do one more. Addicted to gummy bears. I thought this was Derrick Rose because he ate candy a lot. I know that was like his thing.
Addicted to gummy bears.
But I could also see Joakim or Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are shots
If
in the
it's
dark.
D Rose or T Mac, then that's crazy that they was out there jumping with. But maybe because gummy bear's a little bouncy, so maybe the gummy bear gets in his foot a little bit. That's how they can dunk like that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the thing is, I can't really jump, and I eat lots of gummy bears.
Right. But they're not getting to your feet.
Right, that's true.
They get into the wrong part.
I could tell you what part they go to.
Okay.
My stomach.
All right. Yeah.
Around my face recently as I got older.
Yeah, that's some new gummy bears, man.
Yeah.
You got to get on the old
Haribo?
school gummy bears.
Yeah.
You going with D Rose?
Yeah.
All right, let's go with D Rose.
There it is, D Rose.
Got it.
All right, so we lost. Max, what's happening now?
So technically, since you lost, under that plate is a spaghetti ranch sugar sandwich.
Oh. Okay, now lift the piece of the bread and show the inside a little bit.
Okay, so we touching the sandwich all the way.
We got to take a bite. This stinks.
Nah.
You don't want to try it?
Nah, I'm good. I'm straight on that.
Do you
man.
like ranch?
We played this together. We was a team.
So you're going to take a bite?
No. I'm like the coach. I'm like you know what I'm saying? Get in there.
It stinks. So I'm
CJ,
gonna have to,
when was that prepared? What
Max?
time?
Roughly an hour ago.
That's still not bad, but I just started kind of liking ranch, but I still just put a little bit on pizza, but that's about it. So I'm trying to like make it in my brain, trying to make me think I'm taking a bite of pizza with ranch and with sugar on it. All right, here we go.
I forgot about the sugar.
Here we go.
And y'all dictating it. Y'all think this a game. Y'all not making this to like nail it. Like this not, Hell's Kitchen or something where they like over there trying to get a good score on how they prepared it.
No, they just
doing
made
this
it.
like it's Nickelodeon slime, like it's a punishment. I don't
It
appreciate
is.
that.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. That's a crazy bite. See, y'all not gonna get that type of content from me. If I bit into it, it wouldn't have been that entertaining. Yo, what does it taste like? What's going on with you? I don't even know what kind of spaghetti they got. I don't know. The spaghetti not looking
It's angel hair pasta.
okay. See, I don't know if I would eat y'all regular spaghetti. No offense. But what I was picturing when he was describing it, what I see, that's not the same thing. You know what I'm saying? This is not an NBA level version of this sandwich. This is not what he had. What player was that? Scary Terry?
That was disgusting.
Scary Terry, come by the show. Give us the recipe, man.
That is gross. It was like,
I bet.
and I'm not gonna.
Was this your first spaghetti sandwich?
No.
Okay.
We used to do that in grade school, but the ranch is the grossest part, I think.
Right, because they probably over ranched you. I need your own ranch. I think you just need a dab of ranch.
Ranch
like
on that bread, it was gross. It was like I could like taste water in it. It was nasty,
That
Rob.
sounds kind of fire.
I
could taste water in it. It's water in everything, but you don't always taste it. They broke through, and now you could taste the water.
You know, like in Requiem for a Dream, those like transitions where it was like they would do coke, and then you'd see like that.
I want to see.
It was
cool
like
so
that.
I'm a lie and say I saw it. Yeah,
well, you've definitely seen the parodies of it, but
okay.
That was
Oh,
disgusting.
I have seen that. Yeah, no, I referenced that in the script one time.
Yeah.
I was flexing on Final Draft. I didn't even see that movie.
Wait. Okay. Ranch, spaghetti, sugar, the Scary Terry special. I give it a 0 out of 10. That was disgusting.
Hey man,
Rob, that was for you, dog.
See Terry's, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you
got
so
some
much.
Spaghetti, pour one out for my man CJ right now. Pour a little spaghetti in the ground.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rob, for that. Thank you, Rob, for being on Casuals. Rob, you have so much shit going on. Plug your shit, whatever you got.
Multiple podcasts. If you like me talking to another person and being completely random, then you're going to love the Inconsistent Podcast with Rob Haze. It comes out when it's ready. It comes out when it's time to come out. It's inconsistent by brand. You know, sometimes it might not be in order. Sometimes, it might not be ready, but it's a fun time.
Okay.
Also, me and my boy Jamel Johnson, we got the in-season podcast right in time for the in-season tournament, right in time for fashion season, right in time for golf, tennis, baseball, NASCAR season. We always in season. Of course, basketball, football, baseball, major sports, some fights, UFC. Although I don't like UFC because they don't wear shoes.
That's why you just think it's disgusting.
My athletes are like wearing socks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even Sha'Carri probably got a little booty on.
Yeah.
That's, little no-show sock.
I feel like I have all the food on my face still.
No, I don't see any food.
It was really gross.
Yeah. You just feel it.
It's nasty.
That's crazy.
Right, go ahead. Sorry.
And then also, if I'm doing stand-up in your town, check out robhaze.com for dates. I'm trying to travel more. I got a special coming out. That's TBD, but keep your eyes and ears peeled for that one.
Yeah, man. Visit your socials for all that info.
Yeah, at Rob Haze on everything, on X, on whatever other, website, on most pay sites if you want to pay me some money. The Patreon's the Inconsistent Podcast. We got a Discord as well. Hit me up on the Discord.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Rob. Thank you guys so much. I don't even know what camera I'm looking into. I'll look into this one. Thank you so much for watching episode 4 of Casuals. We'll be back next week, and keep watching basketball, keep tweeting crap. We'll see it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.